How's it going, everybody? So today we're going to be checking out a band called Caravellus, and the name of this song is Memento Mori. And from what I can see, this is their first single off their new album coming out in June. And it's apparently supposed to be quite the eclectic mix of genres like progressive, power, metal style. And it's featuring guests from several different bands, including Angra and I saw Sons of Apollo and stuff like that. So it seems really, really interesting. I was super curious. Apparently, this song is one of the darker songs from the album based on what I read in the description. So really curious to see what that's going to be all about. And without further ado, let's check this out, shall we? Rangers, go.
Bem-vindo à Terra. vez mais. Aurora, tu verás. Bebe, selando nosso trato de desterro. Nesse acerto que não pode ser desfeito. Ao sol raiar, tu serás meu feito.
Now we'll leave the thing behind. It's time to waste against time. Oh, the hourglass has been turned. My way has no return. I'm walking through the mist for you. Beloved, not to be. Memento Mori. Memento Mori.
Y'all are probably just waiting to see what I have to say about that bad boy there. Whew, yeah, that's a tough one there to break down. I mean, ultimately, what I have to say really about that song is there was parts that I liked, and there was parts that I disliked, so to speak. I'm not going to get real too into the nitty gritty on this one here, because there's just a lot to unpack. There's a lot going on musically and whatnot, so it's hard to even, after just one listen, just on the fly, to really kind of recall everything and talk about it. But I mean, the bass work was fantastic. I mean, that bass, man, was just gnarly. It was groovy, dude. I dug that quite a bit. The piano, during the chorus sections and whatnot, which, to be honest, I wasn't super big on the chorus. It just, I don't know, it just didn't really have too terribly much of a flow. It was kind of just, it kind of hit, but vocal. Well, I'll get to the vocals, but I mean during the chorus though, it had this piano kind of would sweep along, and then that was really cool. I did like some aspects of the chorus, like how certain parts hit, and especially I really like the vocals on this song. The vocalist is super skilled. I mean, he kind of is moving all over the place with his voice and the way he delivers certain words, because one word has like will have like 5 or 6 different movements to it, musically and vocally, and so he's really just kind of having to move all over the place and have just a lot of control there. So I think he did a fantastic job on that. So there were certain parts, like a couple words in the chorus and whatnot, where I really dug the way that the music kind of shifted and his voice kind of moved about. It was really cool. I mean, the keyboard work. That there was really like 2 keyboard solos, I guess you could say. That first one, it was just kind of weird. It just kind of sounded like noise almost, kind of, just like the filter that they had on it, or the tone, or whatever it was. But the second keyboard solo was pretty cool. You could more clearly hear, what was going on. And the guitar solo was pretty gnarly as well. And one thing I like about this song is that it definitely feels like a story is being told. I like the darker aspects. That was really cool. It has this sinister sound to it, and when this lady shows up, it's this powerful being. It seems like, it definitely conveys the ominous nature of her presence or whatnot. So I really dig it for its like theme and style. I definitely respect it for that. I think that came across really well. But just as a song though, thinking about it, if I would go listen to it again, I really can't say that I would. It's kind of a one-time listen, because it just, once you hear it, I appreciate it for what it was, and like I said, for the sound and for what they're going for, and for conveying, this threat or just this ominous presence or whatnot. It's really cool. But song-wise, just musically, there wasn't really any it just kind of passes by. It's kind of like a brief little story that you hear and then you kind of move on. There wasn't really anything that grabbed me that would want me to come back and re-listen to this song. So, like I said, this is a tough one for me, because there was elements and parts that I liked, but then there was some stuff that I wasn't quite too keen on. So just a very interesting song here. I mean, it's a tough one to really break down, but that's really the best I can do on that one. That's really my thoughts. I'm curious what the rest of the album, sounds like, and where this song fits, within that. Because I am curious. So yeah, I mean, that's what I got for you. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this one here. And yeah, I'll catch you all next time, Ranger.